and you had to become a Ronin and wander about having sword fights and getting into trouble. These Ronin were scary dudes, kind of like what the homeless guys living under tarps in Ueno Park might turn into if you gave them really sharp swords. Obviously, I'm not a samurai warrior, and nowadays Ronin just means a dummy who screws up her entrance exams and has to take extra classes at cram school and study at home while she works up enough enthusiasm and self-confidence to take the test again. Usually Ronin have graduated from high school and are living with their parents while they try to get into university. It's pretty unusual to be a junior high school Ronin like me, but I'm old for my grade, and actually, now that I'm 16, I don't have to go to school if I don't want to. That's what the law says anyway. The way you write Ronin is with the character for wave and the character for person, which is pretty much how I feel, like a little wave person floating around on the stormy sea of life. 2. It's not really my fault that I screwed up my entrance exams. With my educational background, I couldn't get into a good Japanese school no matter how much I crammed. My dad wants me to apply to an international high school. He wants me to go to Canada. He's got this thing about Canada. He says it's like America, only with healthcare and no guns, and you can live up to your potential there and not have to worry about what society thinks or about getting sick or getting shot. I told him not to sweat it because I already don't give a rat's ass what society thinks, and I don't have enough potential to waste time worrying about. He's right about the getting sick or getting shot part, though. I'm pretty healthy, and I don't mind the idea of dying, but I also don't want to get mowed down by some freaky high school kid in a trench coat who's high on Zoloft and has traded in his Xbox for a semi-automatic. My dad used to be in love with America. I'm not kidding. It was like America was his lover, and he loved her so much that I swear Mom was jealous. We used to live there, in a town called Sunnyvale, which is in California. My dad used to be this hotshot computer programmer, and he was headhunted when I was 3 and got this great job in Silicon Valley, and we all moved there. My mom wasn't too thrilled, but back then she went along with anything Dad said. And as for me, I don't have any memory of Japan from when I was a baby. As far as I'm concerned, my whole life started and ended in Sunnyvale, which makes me an American. Mom says I didn't speak any English at first, but they stuck me in daycare with a nice lady named Mrs. Delgado, and I took to it like a fish to water. That's just the way kids are. My mom had a tougher time. She never got the hang of English or made many friends, but she was okay with it because Dad was making tons of money and she could buy really nice clothes. So everything was great and we were just cruising along, except for the fact that we were living in a total dreamland called the dot-com bubble. And when it burst, Dad's company went bankrupt and he got sacked, and we lost our visas and had to come back to Japan, which totally sucked because not only